Just run the numbers up and run it back. Oh no, when we get the bag. Yeah, don't you get too mad. Run, 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 run it back.
Graham 23 Gaming is now live streaming Madden NFL 25. Bears rebuild Madden 25.
I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. This that G, I keep it playing, so I put it on. She be in me, she just made a big. I got rolling over. Speeding to the money like I'm running from the feds. Posted with my this say yeah. I'm like, whoa, see residual.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Northern California and Levi's Stadium in the South Bay in Santa Clara, California. Stage is set, ball is on the tee, and off we go on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. First carry for Joe Mixon. He's got room to run right at the start. Joe Mixon. They're going to have it 1st and goal. He'll be out of bounds at about the 5-yard line. A huge play right off the bat. 65 yards. Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal. They'll run here with Mixon. He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. That is caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Bears. His 6th touchdown now for the season. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. A run with the man from Louisville, Isaac Garenda. They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down.
Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. And if that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing him.
They'll go again with Garenda. And he'll get this up to the 44. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play. 2nd down and 8. One more time, it's Garenda. And he's going to have the 1st down yard. Across the 50 to the 48. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here.
That's good for
a fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Let's go now.
On the ground, it's Garendo. The speed on display. He's in. Garendo. Touchdown, San Francisco. The kicking team on for the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. Can he get away? No! He's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They'll run on 1st down with Mixon. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. They get the former number 10 overall pick, Jedrick Wills. He'll drop to throw. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. They'll run with Mixon. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Third and long. to throw. That's into the hands of Diggs. It'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up fourth down. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got the hook up there to Odunze. A gain of 21 as they get the conversion on fourth down. He'll look to throw. They try to work the screen with Mixon. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mixon. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. Short one there, caught by Kittle. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up fourth down. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This from 40 yards out. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Bears will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here comes Garenda. He's got room to the 45. Down the sideline to the 20. And he will dive into the end zone. 70 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you can have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
So Kittle comes in motion. Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Open man, right side. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A pickup there of 25 yards. First down, Chicago. Now a give on the ground. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. Here's a 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw. This throw, left side, caught by Kittle. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. They'll look to set up the screen here. And that screen's slow to develop, and they rally to the ball and stop them. That will be no gain on the screen.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
That's taken in, and he's going to have the first down. An aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on 4th down. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. And is incomplete, but now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. They motion the slot man left. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago. They'll stop the clock. 24 seconds to go until halftime. Here's a 2nd and 6. Up the middle they go. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. Here comes 3rd and 6. This one caught at the 4. And he'll take it on in. George Kittle. Touchdown, Chicago.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point and go for 2. That's out quickly and complete. And he takes it into the end zone, so they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So, we have reached halftime, and the visiting Bears are in front as we send you cross-country to the Sunshine State. That's where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All yours, Coach. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half. About to get started. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And that one will not be returned over the back line of the end zone, so the offense will get the ball at a decent spot, the 30-yard line. First and 10.
Let's go. Bring it.
They'll run. Here's Garenda. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. They'll give it to Garenda. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5. A run with Garenda. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. On the handoff, it's Garenda. And he's going to have that first down across midfield and down to the 46-yard line. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
On first down, here's Garenda. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to have a 49ers first down. He'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. On 2nd down, a run with Garenda. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 10.
Come 19! Come 19!
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Shut up! 19, Tiger! 19!
Here it is on 4th down. And he's not going to get there. Coming up a couple of yards short. This is going to be a turnover on downs.
Oh, that's a great job there defensively. They know exactly where that first down marker is. It looked for a minute like he was going to be able to pick up enough yards to convert on that 4th down, but he doesn't. He's just shy, and that is a great stand here by this defense.
Let's go now! Go!
On first down, they'll start with Mixon. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. All alone is the tight end, Kittle. And they will finally run him down.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
2nd down, and here's a run, and here's Mixon. And he'll take this one forward for about 3. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's 2nd down. Here's Mixon. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. They'll run out of the gun with Mixon. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Diggs on the reception. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's incomplete. Daring call on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go. Go.
On the ground, it's Garenda. And they're going to bring him down. But there is a penalty marker on the field.
Reload.
They'll begin here on the ground. He'll get maybe 4 there. It'll bring up 2nd and long. One more time, it's Garenda. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. They'll go again with Garenda. And he'll be taken down around the 29-yard line. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down.
70 Timberwolves, 19 Lions.
They bring the tight end in motion. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That is intercepted. Picked off by the former Florida State Seminole. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They will work the middle with Mixon. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's second and 9. They'll go right back to Mixon. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his second incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
Going to leave the offense out there for fourth and long. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago. So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. And this one is off the mark. It is no good. And this lead will stay right where it is.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
They'll come up for first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Here comes second down. Throwing now from the gun. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, 49ers.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
They have time to work with, but they have no timeouts. It's first and 10. From out of the gun, he'll throw. He's going to send it Downfield for Ayuk. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.